What's everybody getting themselves on this Freaky Friday? You already know. Saturday hop on, chop it up with individuals. See what's the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve. You heard me. You already know we just right here at work chilling, my boy. Oh, forgot to set this up. And now, for those who are curious, I did drop a video on my other channel, right? Going more into the details of the whole Whack 100 Hater World fiasco. So for those who were asking for my opinion, you guys could go check that video out, right? Where apparently, more shenanigans. Right? But I just call it how it is on that one. What's good, Wes Carson? What you getting yourself into, my boy? How's your Friday? Hope you're having a, great Friday. What's good, my G? Long time. Serio, my boy? How you been, carnal? You been good? Behaving, I hope? Yeah, it's been a cool minute, my boy. Yeah, I hope everything's going good for you, carnal. You already know we still right here chilling, my boy. Posted. Like a fucking scarecrow. Oop, whoopsie. What the hell did I click? Okay. My bad. Okay, remove that right here. All right, we straight. I hate when they put these new settings, bro. They could just move them out of my way over here. Sorry, people. Having a little bit technical difficulties right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we straight. We straight now. Wait, did I put myself on mute? No, we good. But I hope everybody's having a lovely Friday. Sí, gracias. 6 weeks at my holiday. Days off. All right, that's right, my boy. That's good. At least there's work, homie. You know what I mean? So at least you're getting it in. Getting the Skrilla Illa. I met a guy from Garrity Lomas who said he wanted to be a gang member since the age of 5. Your thoughts? Yeah, probably. Here's the trippy part about it, right? The fact that he's 5 years old, right? And he already wants to be a gang member. He already knows the whole premise of gangster and, the life and what it actually is, right? He can recognize, the gangsterism, right? So the fact that he can, recognize all of that should already show you that, the individual definitely grew up troubled, right? Because how is it that a child that's supposed to be watching cartoons and playing with toys is, now, engaged in this kind of conversation, right? Where he is now wanting to indulge in the negative behaviors, right? Now, if you were a good parent or whatever, properly, being there for your kid and everything like that, then your kid wouldn't even have the idea of that concept at that age. Because at the age of 5, like I said, these individuals aren't knocking in people's doors and dragging these kids out and manipulating them like people think. Yeah, but I understand where he's coming from because since I was small, I wanted to be from my neighborhood as well. Tú también. Was it a good day? Oh, you already know, my boy. We got to. We got to. Bills don't pay themselves. What up, Mr. Pasa? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Mr. Pasa's definitely up in the casa. I always thought that it's rude talking about money, but I've been making lately. That's right, my boy. That's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear. You rightfully deserve it, homie. You work hard, to get what you're getting, bro. You know what I mean? You've done things the right way. You got your education. You know what I mean? So that's good, carnal. That's good to hear, my boy. That you're getting money the way it should be. And that you're satisfied, too. Instead of being like lowballed. What's good, Shadow? What's good, my boy? What's cracking lacking? What do you think about the media making it seem like blacks went the most? I always hate it when people say blacks suffer more than raza. No, yeah, we all have our battles, bro. You know what I mean? We all have our obstacles. Um, to say one group suffers more than another, when you don't even know what this, group's been through, right? Um, but yeah, we all have our battles, bro. The thing is that no group should have to suffer in general, right? It shouldn't even be about like which group suffered the most. It should be that no group should be suffering, period. You know what I mean? No group should be, how could I say, discriminated against. And I think people focus too much on, you know who suffered the most, right, instead of, focusing on how can we make stuff better, right, and improve on the relationships, instead of dwelling on the negative. What are your thoughts on some gangs that recruit openly gay members? Yes, it does happen sometimes, believe it or not. It does? Well, then I can't give my opinion there because I never heard of such a thing, right? So therefore, I really don't have an opinion on it, right? Like, because I never, like I said, I never seen it. So I mean, if that's what they're doing, then like however a gang wants to, handle whatever regulations and rules they got, that's their program. You know what I mean? I can't come and now, try to dictate their program, right? Their program's their program. Only they truly know the, for what reasons there is done, right? He said when he grew up, the neighborhood was everything. If you were a part of the neighborhood, you were anything. He said, "Yeah, facts, bro. I love my neighborhood. I love my neighborhood a lot, bro. You know what I mean? My neighborhood means a lot to me, bro. A lot, a lot. You know what I mean? Probably like equally to the love of a parent, I would honestly say. And not to sound cool or gangster or nothing like that, but that's truly how I honestly feel. You know what I mean? And a lot of homies feel that way, right? It's not a feeling that we're faking or we're just saying to try to seem tough or cool, right? Is because that's how we feel, right? So I understand where he's coming from, bro. You felt like the neighborhood was all you got, bro. If you lost that, then you truly had nothing left, right? So I can understand where he's coming from. People in general just want to feel like, belonging to something, whether a book club, a fucking, sports team, a group of friends, right? But people want to feel like they belong, that they belong to something. You need purpose, bro. You know what I mean? Because when people feel like they got no purpose, shit goes downhill from there. And people were like, "Well, didn't you grow up with your family?" Like, yeah, bro, but it was just a disconnection, a dysfunction, and a disconnection, bro. You know what I mean? There was no relationship there, right? Why do you prefer a 9 to 5 over making money out of the streets? Because in the streets, you are dealing with individuals that you can't trust. You know what I mean? It's a gamble out there, right? And when you're already gambling in life as it is, right? Um, there's no need to take other unnecessary gambles, in my personal opinion, bro. Right? But if don't get me wrong, back then when there was no other option, right? And shit was rough. Yeah, we indulge in all of that just like everybody else did, bro. You know what I mean? But like I said, that was back then. Shout out from West Side Mob. Shout out to the mob. So even if parents talk to the kids early, they may still join the neighborhoods. They when it comes to like young children, right? When you have a kid, right, and sitting down and chopping it up, it has to be at the age where they understand, right, where they start to get an understanding of situations, right. There's a right time and age for certain conversations, right. It's kind of like saying, you don't talk and teach a kid about sex at the age of like 5 years old. You feel me? You don't sit him down right there and have, fucking sex ed class right there, right? There's a time and place for to have discussions. You know what I mean? They need to build a bond, a friendship with their child, bro, in order for the child not to go into the streets. The child must feel like they have a connection with their parents, that their parents are understanding of their life, that are intrigued, and that genuinely care, right? And with that, there's no need to go and seek validation anywhere else, right? Because they already got it. They don't want to disappoint their parents or hurt their parents, right? Compared to these kids, they got no connection, no bond. So, like whatever, like I tried anyways, like, so they didn't give a fuck. So, why should I give a fuck now? And people are like, no, I try to talk to him. When they say that they try to talk to them, they're like, you fucking idiot, you're fucking your life up, you fucking stupid piece of shit. That's not talking to your kid, bro. That's not that's not talking to your kid, bro. It's not. But that's how these individuals feel like they gotta go about it, bro. Insulting and everything, bro. That's not having conversations, my boy. Like, but what are you gonna fix with all these insults, bro? Like, nah, well, I just gotta tell him how it is. Like, yeah, but what are you gonna fix with the insults, bro? You're not fixing nothing. You're making the scenario, uncomfortable, and if anything, he's just gonna shut down now. You're not helping the problem here. But I get it because it makes you feel better blowing off steam, right? It makes you feel a little bit more better. But hey, are we here to fix your problems or your kids? Whose problems are more important, yours or your kids? All right? So get your head out of your ass and carry yourself like an adult. Right? But people always feel like they got to do the insults and then get the talking. And it's like, bro, by the time you give the insults, they're not hearing the talking part no more. You know what I mean? Like, all right, go out there, motherfucker. I want to save you. Like, yeah, way to go. Good parenting. And here's the more crazier part about it. Like, when these, individuals are out there doing what they do. They want to be thugs. They want to be grown-ups. Nah, well, fuck him. Let them die or lock them away and give them fucking life and shit like that. Nah, they want to be grown-ups. They want to be adults and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Would you let your 14, 13, 12, 16-year-old go out into the world? Like, let's say if you had a son or a daughter who was 14, 13, 15, 16, because that's roughly the age that they get into gangs. Would you let them go out into the world, like, to go live their lives? No, you wouldn't, right? Because, they're still kids, like, they wouldn't even be able to fucking know what the fuck to do because they're still kids. You wouldn't just throw them out into the world and say that, well, no, they're adults. They know what they're doing. What fucking kid at that age knows what the fuck they're doing or what the fuck they want? You know what I mean? That's why they switch from and fucking career and all that. They don't know what they want at that age, bro. No kid does. But yeah, when it comes to this life and people are now slamming them down, oh, they knew what they were doing. Nah, they know what the hell they were doing. Nah, these motherfuckers, have it. But it's like I said, if it would be any other kids, they would tell people, hey, give them the benefit of the doubt. They fucked up. They're still young. Kids make mistakes. But if it's a kid the same age but belongs to a gang, nah, fuck that. Slam them down. Give them life. Like, okay, the fuck? Like, that makes a difference. That's the reason why YAs were closed, bro. They finally realized, because of the research, they finally took a look at the research and was like, oh my God, these kids are not adults. And putting them with hardened criminals is probably not a good way to fix the problems. No, you think? Wow. Fucking goofballs. But see, people didn't want to go about it this way, right? Because they like to feel like, the way of blowing off steam is better. It's a better route, right? Because it satisfies their, how they view the situations, right? They don't want to see people actually get better or make change or help their situations out, bro. They want to see them get punished. You know what I mean? They want to see them pay a price. So, when people be like, But then wonder and bitch about why people don't change, and why these individuals keep reoffending. And it's like, well, bro, you don't rehabilitate them. What are you doing to rehabilitating them? To come back to be productive people of society? Nothing. But yet wonder why the fucking problem is still the same. But yet when options are on the table, like for therapy and stuff like that, people don't want that. Like, they feel like that's not a punishment. They want to see them get punished. Like, bro, do you want the fucking problem fixed? Yes or no? This shit is crazy. The more insane one is the death penalty one, right? Because people get mad, and it's an outrage, and it's appalling when somebody takes the life of a person, because nobody has the right to take the life of nobody, right? That's the reason for the outcry and the outrage and all of that, right? Because nobody has the right to take another person's life. Yet these individuals now are going to take this person's life, right? By giving them the death penalty. What happened to learning how to forgive, and putting people's differences aside, and being the bigger person, and what happened to all that conversation that people always want to give these individuals? Oh, now that doesn't work no more. Now fuck that. Now you want revenge. Now you want payback. Yeah, I know you do. Congratulations. Now you know why these individuals do what they do, and why they think how they think. Can you blame them? Seems like you have a pretty good understanding of, how they think and work. Yeah, you want to play dumb. Because now the shoe's on the other foot. How ironic. Keep pumping out content. Gracias, my boy. I appreciate it. That's right. Getting ready for that payday. Stay the course. Every group, unless you are straight white, Saxon, has been through a lot of, and some, especially blacks, Hispanics. Yeah, facts. At one point, even they were, enslaved, right? Everybody has had their turn of being slaves, Irish, Portugal, fucking the French, the Spanish, them too, bro, at one point or another. So many different empires that have came and gone. Gangsta Gucci did review about you, Holmes. Oh yeah, he's a firme individual. He's cool people. Context, peace, value, keep it up, good work. Hey, gracias, carnal. I appreciate that. I seen Crips and Bloods go on podcast interviews and say that Sureños are allowed to snitch. Rivals. A lot of blacks have said that. Thoughts on it? Is it true? It is not true, but you want to know why people think that interview is true, or why that is true? A while back ago, Vlad, DJ Vlad, right? And I have insights to this story, right? I'll go into the details of it, right? DJ Vlad did an interview on BG Knockout. People are aware who BG Knockout is. He's a rapper, right? Who rap with Eazy-E. So he's an individual that people respect, because Real Motherfucking G's is a fucking classical rola. So BG Knockout has juice like that, right? Because you already know how rappers are. They have juice and they have influence over people with their music for some strange reason. It's like a disease or something, right? It's like whatever their favorite rapper says, is, it's facts, whatever they're saying, right? And he went on there and he said that comment, right? And the reason he said that comment is because at the time he was still younger, right? So he still thought, like gangsterish, right? Compared to how he thinks now, right? So he still had certain ways of how he viewed Raza. He did not like Raza. And there's a reason why he didn't like Homeboys, right? Because he said it in the thing. He had, he's from, Nutty Block, a gang in Compton, right? And he ended up moving to North Hollywood, to my neighborhood, to my area, right? And we didn't have no issues with them. The reason the issues, started happening was not because they were black. It was because they started, to, kick it there and expand, right? Kind of like trying to set up shop in our territory, right? So, my homies were not having it, right? So conflicts happened between our two groups. And when I'm saying that they happened, I mean it was cracking between, our two groups, right? And he was involved in the mix of all of that. So he felt, you know what I mean? He knows what those battles were. So he had a certain way of how he viewed homeboys, right? And so he went on there, he said that homies were allowed to tell, which is not true, bro. No fucking criminal's allowed to tell. Point blank, period. I don't know how people could believe that. No criminal group is allowing their members to tell, bro. That doesn't exist. You know what I mean? It's frowned upon everyone because if you're doing illegal activity, these people are talking to cops, how can you trust them now into continuing to do illegal activity when they're talking to the police, bro? Right? But since he's a rapper and somebody who's, an influencer, that's why so many people believe what he says. Because rappers never lie and they would never lie. And what they say must be true. Facts. You know what I mean? But, they can see it however they want. But at the end of the day, it's all propaganda anyways. I don't really even I don't even know why people would be tripping on it. Like, if they want to think that, they could think, that all they want. I mean, it's not true, so what does it matter? What's crazy like it, Jesus? It's funny, Dubs was just saying in the video about how bad is it for people to bring up family and yet... when that individual that sent me that clipping, I could tell he was not a fan of my channel, right? He seems like he's a fan of their channel, right? Because how he was writing on the email was kind of like, he was trying to talk machine, right? But it was like, whatever, right? But he sent the clipping, right? And I was watching it. I wanted to see what the hell this guy's point was, right? And in that video, you can see Dubs. Dubs is not saying a damn word. He's just right there. Because look, Dubs is a lot of things, he lets his temper get the best of him and people feel a certain way about him. Yeah. But nonetheless, he was still an individual that participated, in the program, right? So he knows how the get down is, right? You get what I mean? Like, he understands the program. That's why he's just sitting there not saying, because he knows that shit is not cool. You can tell that he knows that shit's not, that's not how people are supposed to carry themselves, right? But since that's his, buddy, he feels like he can't tell him nothing. But you can see it in there. You can see by that, that silence and just that's blank stare. You can tell that he was uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Bro, because that shit's not cool, bro, what this individual's doing. That fucking real G's don't handle themselves like that. He don't know no better because he was never a real gang member. You know what I mean? He fell off when he was a teenager, right? He snitched on the Bulldogs. That's when his career ended. After that, he had absolutely no idea what it meant to be a gangster. All his ideas come from videos he watches and movies he watches. That's why that's why when he comes on here, anytime he ever breaks down about the G life, it's always out of whack, bro. Because, yeah, he got it all from, Hollywood. And whatever he sees on the internet, bro. But you can always tell who really lives it and who's just faking it. And that's not me hating on the individuals, bro. Those are facts. The fact that he was on there and calling Whack 100 a snitch. He was like, you a snitch. Bro, you snitch. You have paperwork on you, bro. That shit is crazy. How are you going to be calling another person a snitch and wanting to now downgrade them for being snitches when you yourself fucking told as well, bro? And see, that's the thing that I always, tell people. That's when I'm saying how he always tries to make it seem like he's still active or that he's still, functioning by shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? He's trying to play it off like he is. Oh, I never said I was like, but you're calling another person a snitch when you snitch, my boy. Or how he always loves to say, I'm non-active. No, bro, you snitched, homie. Non-active is like if a person gets old and he wants to settle down and be a family person. That's non-active. He used to participate. Now he's non-active. He retired. That's non-active. You are someone that they're targeting, that they're looking for because you fucking snitched. That's a whole lot different from non-active, my boy. You know what I mean? And that's the thing when people call out the lies that Wes Watson does, and they say that they reason they do videos is because the individual lies about the time he did and lies about the everything and everything. So does Gunner, and nobody ever calls him out on that shit. Bro, if anything, Gunner lies more than fucking Wes Watson. You know what I mean? You know, and he still wants to be considered a gangster and be seen gangster, bro. All that shit when he be saying that, oh, nah, he's a family man. Nah, bro, that's only when he gets caught into shit, bro, that he wants to backpedal, but then he goes back to the same behaviors. You know what I mean? It's not the first time he's dissed somebody's mom, right? He's dissed Savage Studios' mom. He dissed that other guy, L's mom, and his kid, for that matter, right? He said, fuck you. He said, fuck you, your mom, your wife, and your kid. Like, fuck. And his kid is like a fucking baby. That is fucking crazy. You know, and he's apologized every single time. Like I said, bro, people be like, oh, he learned from his mistake. No, he didn't. That's why he has to keep apologizing always for the same shit. Because the motherfucker don't learn. He just plays people. Yeah, I gotta tell these people I'm sorry. You know, he only apologizes when he gets caught into shit. He don't mean the apology, but he knows he's gotta say it in order to keep his fucking subscribers happy. But the truth of it is that guy's a dirtbag, bro. You know, for those who study human behaviors, I could read his character, bro. I know exactly the type of individual he is. You know what I mean? Like I said, we all have flaws. That individual he thinks he doesn't have any flaws, and he thinks that there's nothing wrong with his behavior. He really truly does think that there's nothing wrong with his behavior. That's why he's so proudly, you know, uploading all that shit or whatever. Because my fucking on my what you may call that on my algorithm, fucking shit keeps popping up. Like, because you know when you're a YouTuber, you get this YouTube app. It's called My Studios, right? And on it, on your analytics, right, it tells you the videos and channels that your audience watches, right? So you click on it, and then it shows like all the content that your audience is watching or subscribers that they're subscribed to, and his shit is always on there. People be like, "Oh, just don't pay attention." Like, bro, do you not know that that's not how YouTube works, my boy? Like, if you think I'm lying, create a channel, download the app, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I actually made a video showing it. You know, I did the screenshot video thing, and I was showing everybody how the app works, right? Well, you know, it shows you, you know, the dynamics behind it, right? Like I said, I'm always, you know, upfront about everything, bro. Like, be like, oh, you lied. Like, no, tell me what I'm lying about. I'll send you the link, bro. I never gotta lie about shit, bro. Trust. You know, I don't got time and day to be thinking about fucking lies to be making up about people. Nor do I care that much to even do that. It's crazy. What's going on with the raza? Blue Devil, whack stuff. Serio. You know what I mean? No, it's because a lot of people had it in for Blue Devil. You know, he was somebody who wasn't liked as it is, bro. You know, because, you know, he likes to, you know, talk shit and all of that, right? Whenever you come on here, right, and, you know, you throw out this negative aura, right, negative behaviors, negative comments and everything like that, what you put out is what you're going to receive, bro, you know? Like I said, whenever you're getting a lot of views, bro, not all the people that are viewing you are, you know, are viewing you because they have your best interest, bro. You know, they're waiting for you to slip or, you know, screen recording or just trolling in general, right? But, you know, there's different reasons why people watch. So, you know, he was somebody who was not liked as it is, right? So, you know, the first slip and it was on. You know what I mean? You know, people were waiting for this moment. Yeah, so you got to humble yourself, bro. Because you can't be complaining and whining when you're receiving all this energy because, well, bro, then carry yourself better, bro. And the energy you receive will be a lot better. But if you keep, you know, going down this, you know, path or whatever, then expect, you know, chaos, you know, to welcome you with open arms. Red, blue equals more money. Serio, bro. I feel like with the whole dissing between like, you know, the southern homies, right? Like the ones from actually from Southern California and Northerners, bro, is just done for views. You know what I mean? Because like I said, me being from down here and actually mingling with individuals and us having conversations, bro, it's impossible for somebody to have a hatred and a animosity towards a group of individuals that they never have bumped into or clashed with or nothing like that, bro. So that's how I know that a lot of this, beef or negative behavior towards the other sides is all for views and likes, because it's not real emotions. Because how can that be possible? People just don't harbor this shit out of nowhere for absolutely no reason, right? Unless they have an incident that happened to them. But other than that, I don't see how it's possible. So therefore, there really is no animosity. So therefore, it must be done for something else. What other thing could it be done for? Well, views, right? Because views generates money. So therefore, that must be the only other reason, right? Because everything has to have a fucking reason. A reason. It has to be logical. So you know what I mean? Like what other reason could there be? And since it's not a real reason, then you know, then it's fake. You know, there's a song that's old I like from the. It's called "I Try." Have you heard it? Nah, I haven't. Push positivity, regardless of colors. Facts. He told me an LA sheriff got down with one of his homeboys. Yeah, bro. Trust me, cops have thrown one on one, bro. I have seen it myself, bro. They have, took off their fucking belts and badge and hand and squabbled, bro, out there. They have. Back then, before when they didn't have to wear body cams, I'm telling you, bro, a lot of these cops used to do a lot of crazy shit, bro. Because obviously, there was nobody to fucking, snitch on them, right? But now they gotta have body cam on at all times, right? But back then, bro, they used to do all kinds of shit, bro. I'm telling you guys, man. People think I'm making the stuff up when I talk about it, bro. But they used to do some way out there shit, bro. Trust. I've been through those experiences myself, bro. Like, and you know what? And on everything I love, when I was singing that cop car, I would have never thought that the stories that people would say were actually true, bro. I thought like homies were just mad because they got caught and shit like that, right? And they're just exaggerating. Nah, but these motherfuckers, yeah, bro. I thought fools were just like, fool, stop lying, my boy. You just mad because you got caught up. Like, nah, but these yeah, they, then when I started seeing for myself, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers really be doing this shit. All right, okay, all right, I see you. Yeah. People be like, why don't people just let themselves, or why do they over exaggerate when cops? Bro, they fucking traumatized already. Motherfuckers will, plant evidence, will fucking, whoop you for no reason, shoot you for no reason. Like, bro, you don't even know, my boy. Shit. People, like I said, people don't even have to be doing nothing. Look, there was this one time, man. My lunch is almost over, but I'm telling a quick story. There was one time we were chilling, right? And we're at the park. And it was like about 5 of us, right? And, we're posted, we're young, drinking and stuff like that, right? And the cops had rolled up, Crash had rolled up like about 3 units deep, right? Because there were several of us, right? And they came and they, tackled us and everything. There was, 2 other people that were there, bro. They had nothing to do. They were just they weren't a part of us. We didn't even know who the fuck they were, bro. They fucking grabbed them and slammed them down too. And they were telling them, yeah, we don't even know those people. They shut the fuck up. And they put them in the gang files and everything along with us, bro, and took them in as well. And bro, they were just at the park, homie. We didn't even know who the fuck. We weren't even talking to them. We didn't have absolutely no fucking clue who the fuck they were, bro. And they still slammed them down with us, bro. That is crazy, bro. Damn, that was a good one, bro. I'll never forget that day. That shit was funny, bro. Because truly, bro, they had absolutely nothing to do with us, or they didn't even have nothing illegal on them, bro. They still said that they were a part of us and everything like that, bro. So I'm saying, even if you're just a bystander, whatever, bro, you can still get caught in the middle. And they were just enjoying themselves at the park, and they got fucked over. And for what? You know, these people were probably like, good. They're finally, you know, taking these gang members and then they're slamming them down too. They're like, what the fuck? Well, I bet you they feel different now. That shit is crazy. And we even were telling them that we don't know who the fuck they were. Shit is crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.